Hello, I'm Jim Austin. Today I'm out here fishing a wacky one. I've seen so many YouTube videos on how to fish a wacky one, and none of them really address the important things about how to really catch fish consistently on a wacky one. Now, right now I'm fishing over top of fresh pile. Haven't got a bite yet, but we're gonna keep talking. Hopefully I'll get one here soon. You're gonna catch more fish, more consistent with the wacky one if you learn how to use it. Now, casting the wacky one and retrieving the wacky one, making it work, all of these things are very important. And you can do so much with it. The wacky one can be fished in cold water, extremely warm water, summertime, wintertime, spring of the year, and fall. It's no season where you can't fish a wacky one. All right, now he's not a real big fish. At least we caught a fish on a wacky one. Now that don't get discouraged, because you catch big fish on wacky one too. You're gonna catch bigger than you're gonna catch smaller. We're gonna get this fish off, and then we're gonna go into the spiel on how to really rig a wacky one and how to catch fish in it. Back in 2013, my first year fishing with FLW, I won Angler of the Year on the Corner side. 90% of the fish that I caught came off nothing but a wacky one. There are certain things you have to do to the worm to make the worm work. The first thing you want to do, you want to dive the tip of the worm. Now you don't want a whole bunch of dive on your worm. You see that? That's about all you want right there. That's enough. Probably about 2/16, something along that line. It's not a whole lot. When you want to take your dive, you just want to dive the tip of it. Now, why do you do that? Well, I'm gonna give you an analogy. If you was talking to a young lady, you're a young man talking to a young lady, and she had lipstick smeared all over her face, would that be attractive to you? Of course not. Well, it's the same thing with a bass. You don't want to just give him too much of a good thing. Just give him enough so it'll pique his interest. Now, once you do that, then you want to go and put a weight in the nail. Now, I like a 3/64 ounce nail. That's all I use. 3/64 ounce nail. You're going to stick it into the nose of it until it's completely out of sight. If you let that nail stay exposed, don't ask me why they won't hit it, but they will not hit your worm if that nail's exposed. I mean, these fish are not as dumb as you think they are. First of all, the hook that you're gonna use. That's the hook right there. It's a 3/0 hook. I like 10-pound test line. You wanna go with 10-pound test line. I like a green pumpkin. Green pumpkin, as I said about the line, it's gonna carry the heavy load. You're gonna catch more fish off a green pumpkin. Not saying that green pumpkin is the only one that you should use, but your number one thing, if you're fishing tournament or you're just trying to locate fish, you're gonna fish a wacky one, you want to find that clear water. Clear water, you're gonna get more bites. Now, I've seen some people use a rubber band. They put the rubber band on there called the Nico rig. That's fine and dandy, but you run into a lot of problems. If you don't rig it right, you're gonna get hung. And you want to take that hook and you want to go right straight through the egg sac. That's the little smooth spot of the worm. This is your egg sac. From here to here is called the egg sac. From that point down and this point up, you see the rings, the little small rings, the worm rings. All right, you take that hook all the way through. Let it come out the bottom side. And then you want to just pull it right back up into the worm. Don't pull it all the way through. So when you finish with it, it's going to look just like that. You got me? All right. And if you have any questions about it, when you're watching this video, leave the questions there, and I'll get back with you to answer any question you have about the wacky worm. Casting a wacky worm is real simple. It's probably one of the easiest ways to catch fish. Ain't no special way of casting. There are some special ways, special techniques of casting, and we'll get into it shortly on how to skip it up underneath the dock. But just casting to the open bank or open water, like anything, just your overhand cast. And when you hit the water, flip your bail so you don't get line twist, Ain't that right? Don't get mad. And you start working. Now, if you notice when I'm working this worm, look at my rods here. You ain't seen me doing this. You ain't seen me stopping it, pausing it. No, I keep it going all the time. Keep that rod tip shaking all the time. And you say, why are you doing that? Well, one of the reasons why I do that, there'll be times when fish will come up to check out your lure. And you got it working like this. Kind of gives him Google eyes. He can't just stop and read the label on your worm because you got it working. You got it doing this number. But if you stop it, let it cascade down. Oh, wait a minute. That's a such and such type worm. I don't like those. But keep it working. Don't ever stop the worm working. Bring it all the way back until you're ready to reel it back in. That is gold. That is very important. Because I see so many people get on my boat and they'll try to match cast for cast with a wacky worm. And they don't catch no fish. And I look at them and I say, hey, you're not working it right. But I feel comfortable doing it like this, fine. But you don't catch no fish. You gotta keep that rod tip shaking at all times. And don't put a whole lot on it. That's enough to make that worm do that. That's all you want to do. Just like that. Come on, Ray. All right. Now, those are the kind of fish that you'll catch using the wacky worm. The key thing is work the worm. Keep the worm coming when you cast it. Don't give up on the worm. Because if you give up on the worm is going to give up on you. Now that's probably about a 2-pound bass. But now you can catch bigger fish with the wacky worm. And you're going to catch some small fish. But the key thing, you're going to catch fish. So try it. Trust me. Once you try it, you'll fall in love with it and you'll continue to fish. Well, we got another episode coming up. There's a lot more I need to talk to you about the wacky worm. That's not it. That is just a part of it. So I'll see you next time. And don't forget, hit subscribe and hit the bell.